Hi, I'm Ryan Weems, BG Technical Service Advisor. Today we're going to do a BG driveline service on this vehicle. We're going to do that with the BG Driveline Service Center, part number 939. As you can see, we've got a differential right here, a cutaway. We call it a differential because it's doing multiple things. One is taking energy coming this direction and transferring it that direction. It does that with the ring and pinion gear set, okay? As you can tell, these two components working together, there's gear lube inside here that's supposed to lubricate and protect this system, okay? As this is working back and forth or driving down the road, you got extreme pressures and extreme heat right there. Them extreme pressures and extreme heat breaks down the gear lube, causing it to fail. Also, we've got a planetary gear set right here. It's designed to allow each wheel to go at a different speed. As you can tell, them two gear sets running together, once again, we're going to have extreme pressures and extreme heat. The gear lube that's inside this is designed to protect that. With that extreme heat and extreme pressures, the gear lubes break down, and eventually what we need to do is we need to change that fluid. To do that, we're going to use a machine, the BG Driveline Service Center, to take all the old fluid out and put new fluid back in. When we talk about driveline components, as you can see, we've got a rear differential right here, but there are other driveline components that we need to talk about. In a four-wheel drive situation, we've got the front differential. It's exactly like this, but it's in the front end. It's got gear lube in it also that needs to be replaced. We've also got, in a manual transmission, say a vehicle that has a manual transmission, it's a driveline component. It's got gear lube in it that needs to be replaced also. Four-wheel drive situation, we have a transfer case. It's a driveline component. And once again, here we are with the differential. Depending on the driveline component that you're working on is going to depend on what fluid you use. Some components are going to require a special additive like MGC, or like a limited slip, like this differential, LS2. And today, we're going to use BG Ultra Guard Heavy Duty part number 752. I'm going to ask my assistant, Cody Lyons, BG Technical Service Representative, to help me out here. He's actually going to do the service while we talk about it. So, the first thing we need to do is we need to locate our inspection plug or our fill plug on the driveline component, okay? So, we're going to pull that out of here. Okay, once we get the fill plug or the inspection plug out of the driveline component, we're going to take the appropriate suction wand and we're going to feed it to the bottom of the driveline component. So, Cody's got us down in the bottom of the differential. He's going to open the ball valve on the service hose. And he's going to, depending on the step you're at in the driveline service, is going to depend where we put the U-tube, okay? Since we're taking fluid out, which is the waste fluid, we want to put the U-tube in the waste port. At that point, we're going to turn the machine on to drain. Right now, we're taking the old fluid. We're pulling the old fluid off the bottom of this driveline component, and we're taking it out and putting it into our waste jug of the machine. The advantage of this is that this component doesn't have a drain plug, okay? Without a drain plug, the only way we can get this used fluid out of here is to disassemble or take the back cover off this differential. For this particular vehicle, it takes under 5 minutes to get the old fluid out. Next, we want to put the new fluid back in. We're going to shut the machine off. The first thing we want to do, we always want to put the additive in first. So, Cody's going to put our LS2 in, drop the U-tube to the bottom of the additive bottle. Once again, he's going to go to fill this time instead of drain. Give it a couple seconds to take the additive from the additive bottle, put it into the differential. Turn the machine off. We're going to move our U-tube to the new fluid. Once again, he's going to turn the machine to fill. And once again, we're going to take the new fluid from the new fluid bottle, put it into the differential. So depending on the driveline component is going to depend on how much fluid it requires. So go ahead and turn the machine off. So at this point, we know the component is full. We got fluid coming out of the fill hole, also known as the inspection port. Next, we're going to shut the ball valve off on the service hose. I'm going to replace the fill plug. This is a very important service to keep a very expensive system operating quietly and smoothly. That is how you do a BG driveline service. That is how we keep the driveline working properly for life.